look what I found inside my distributor cap. My rotor is all bent off to the side, and my carbon pile on the bottom of my coil, if I can get the light in there right, is like totally rounded or like cut off on the side. I think the pin must have been riding on the edge, pushing it over, and so the rotor was spinning around the outside, digging off the carbon pile on the bottom of the coil. So definitely gonna have to fix that. I was a little concerned about my distributor gear, making sure that it wasn't getting loose or anything, and it feels fine there. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure what happened here, I think a couple years ago I pulled this off to check it because I did have some distributor gear wear the first time I put the motor together. And when I went to put this back on, I don't know if you're familiar with these large cap HEIs behind the tune port. They don't fit real good. And so when I slipped it back over like this, I must have pushed the pin off to the side. And so the distributor was going around the center carbon pile, basically cutting it off. Pretty lucky that didn't leave me stranded somewhere without an ignition system. All right, with the rotor off, you can see that the center pin must have been pushing over on the connection in the middle of the rotor. It's actually carved this button. It was cutting through on its side. It was dragging around on the side of it. It's supposed to look round like this, and the tip's supposed to be centered on the rotor. But it was off to the side like this as the rotor spun around and chewed it up. And for sure that has been that way since, for sure before last power tour. It might have been 2 years ago. That is the last time I had the distributor cap off. So really glad I found that this year, because judging from how much is left, as soon as that little tip would have came off of there, I probably would have had some real running problems. And it's almost completely worn off. So did fry the inside of the distributor cap pretty good. We're gonna replace that. Got a new unit here. I already have a new rotor installed. Nice and shiny. So it should make the car run really well. Hopefully this is the only problem I find, but we have like 17, 18 days from right now before we leave. Power tour starts in, I think, 19 days. So should be fun.